this afternoon. The time is now 1:44 p.m. Central, 2:44 p.m. Eastern, and you have a live look at an ongoing tornado warning for portions of northeastern Louisiana. This is a tornado warning in effect for areas like Oak Grove. This includes portions of Morehouse Parish, East Carroll Parish, and West Carroll Parish in northeastern Louisiana. This is just west of Rolling Fork, Mississippi. Fun story, I tried to start this stream. I did about a 5-minute intro, and then I found out that I wasn't live. So here we are again. We've got ourselves an ongoing tornado warning for sections of northeastern Louisiana here with this dangerous supercell that has had some strong rotation for a while. It is starting to lose some steam, but we still have to watch this as this could produce a tornado down the line. Again, this is going to go towards areas north of Rolling Fork. This is going to go near areas like Oak Grove and Kilburn, Louisiana. Again, approaching Eudora, Hollandale, and other regions of west central Mississippi here. So we're going to watch this supercell as it progresses. We do have multiple storm chasers on the ground with this thunderstorm here. We've got Corey Gherkin, we've got Brad Arnold, and in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen is Storm Hunter Media. They're chasing Winter Storm Blair right now. As many of you know, they have been in this mess for a while, and right now they are in the worst of it. They're in northwestern Missouri dealing with the blizzard conditions, the damaging wind gusts, the heavy snow, and all that nastiness, right? So again, let me just confirm really quick that we are live, because again, I did have some issues with that just a few minutes ago, but I think we are live now. Again, we've got ourselves several other supercells that are developing quite quickly in areas ahead of our line of storms. Again, our line of storms back here, if you're not aware, is in portions of northwest Louisiana, south central Arkansas, and east central Texas, producing damaging winds up to 60 miles an hour. But the greatest threat for tornadoes would come with any cells that manage to get east of that line, far out ahead of that line. If they become discrete, they definitely could produce a couple of tornadoes, and I do have a suspicion that we may have had a couple of brief unwarned tornadoes already. Some radar images have been a little bit suspicious, but I can't confirm or deny anything at this time. So for right now, we'll just leave it at the idea that we have not had any tornadoes yet today. Thank you all for joining me here this afternoon. Again, I will try to answer any questions that you guys have down in the chat below. This new Storm Prediction Center update did just come out, actually, and the enhanced risk of severe weather remains in effect for the same exact area there. Still a 10% hatch tornado risk and a 30% damaging wind risk within 25 miles of any given point. So again, if you are in this area, make sure that you are seeking shelter immediately in our tornado warning. Again, this is right along the Mississippi River here. This is just north of Lake Providence. Again, we are going to go back to covering Winter Storm Blair here very shortly, but we will kind of say zoomed in here on our tornado warning for northeastern Louisiana, as we do have an ongoing situation, right? So let's go ahead and get right into the coverage here. What's up, Sylvia? What's up, Airborne? All right, good to see that things are working just fine and dandy here. So, again, thank you all for joining me on this lovely Sunday afternoon. Again, tornado warning approaching Rolling Fork, Mississippi here, just northwest of Lake Providence right now. A rotating supercell capable of producing a tornado. Now, it is in a pretty horrible radar hole at the moment, but in a couple of scans, things should start to get a little bit better again. We're looking at this from the KDGX radar. Give me just a second. I'm going to go ahead and try to push the stream out here to as many people as possible, and I encourage you guys to do the same, because this is going to be a big-time tornado event today. So far, we've had kind of a slow start, but it looks like things are starting to turn around. So again, if you know anybody out here in this area, make sure to send them this stream, because we're going to be covering this for quite a while, I imagine, live today. Again, we may have had a couple of tornadoes already across sections of Louisiana, but we cannot confirm that at this time. So let me go ahead and throw a community post out here, noting that we are live on YouTube. Give me just a second, everybody, and we will dive right back into this coverage once again. I need just about 60 seconds here. So let's go to the channel and take the live. It's not even popping up on YouTube yet. Quite unfortunate. What's up, Siege? How's it going? That may be why we don't have anybody really joining, is because it's not actually up on the YouTube app yet, which is kind of weird. Oh well, what are you going to do, you know? Let's try this again. It's weird. It says that I'm live, but at the same time, it says that I'm not. Yes, we did add in some more stickers, so members-only stickers there if you want to use those. Become a member, again, down in the description below. It's completely optional. You don't have to, but you do get some cool perks like exclusive stickers, early access to forecasts, and more. Alrighty, so let me actually create a community post really quickly. This rotation continues to push northeastward now over Fisk and Concord, Louisiana. Again, this will keep pushing northeast towards Kilburn eventually. Live now with tornado warning. Tornado warning near Rolling Fork. Okay, did that. Let's get an X post out there. Alrighty, give me just a second, guys. So again, I tried to go live a few minutes earlier, and I did a whole intro and everything, and then I forgot to actually click the go live button, so that's just amazing. Live now with tornado warning near Rolling Fork. I accidentally put Rolling Dork. What's up, Levi? Alright. Okay, we are good to go, folks. So again, rotation is continuing to be strong there near Oak Grove and Kilburn, Louisiana. Again, this is pushing northeast towards areas like Eudora. We'll continue to watch this as it pushes northeastward. We do have a couple areas of rotation down into portions of southern Arkansas with our line of storms. Nothing too serious, though, at the moment. And, again, we've got some discrete supercells well ahead of our line in Louisiana. We do have a little bit of rotation trying to develop near Grove Hill, Louisiana with our line of storms, so we'll kind of see what happens with that as it approaches Interstate 49. But for right now, it's nothing too serious. Just give me just a sec. Okay. So, again, we'll continue to watch that. It looks like it's wrapping up relatively quickly there. What does Batesville, Indiana look like? My grandparents are there. Well, let's check it out. Batesville, Indiana, winter storm warning there. We're mainly expecting a ice event, likely, for the Batesville area, actually. Obviously, off and on snow and ice kind of mixing in there, but in general, you may end up seeing some nice ice accumulations there, making the roads all slippery. A lot of heavy snow as well, potentially up to a foot of snow or more, so we'll watch out for that. But yeah, that's the forecast there for the Batesville area, and this winter storm will continue in that area until around noon tomorrow. So let's go back to our tornado warning in Louisiana. Okay. Just give me just a sec. Alright. For some reason, this stream didn't get pushed out to notifications, which is quite annoying. Because that's how most viewers usually find the streams. But I don't think it got pushed out to notifications. Let me actually just confirm really quickly with my alt account. Severe weather. Sorry, we're kind of doing this on the fly here. Alright. So we got that going. Now let's confirm or deny if notifications went out for this stream. I don't think they did. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to add an account because I signed out of all my accounts recently on accident. But again, if you're just not tuning in, we are watching a tornado warning storm approach areas north of Rolling Fork, Mississippi, obviously an area with a great tornado history. So this will be approaching areas like Kilburn and Eudora over the next several minutes, and eventually this will cross the Mississippi River. It will go near areas like Vailwood and Chatham, Mississippi. So if you're in those areas, prepare down the line to potentially have to seek shelter. Again, if you're in your tornado warning right now, we need you to seek shelter immediately. But give me just a sec here. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure something out very quickly. It's taking forever for me to sign in, so that's really fun. Okay, let's go back to YouTube, where I tried to go originally. Sometimes technology is just technologying. That made no sense. You get the gist. I hope. Okay. Let's check. Oh, yeah, dude. Notifications did not go out for this stream. I don't know why that is. It just randomly does that sometimes. But anyways, still some strong rotation there approaching the Kilbourne area. Again, we'll watch to see if that produces a tornado within the next few minutes. We'll likely not see a CC drop with that, though, if it does end up producing something, just due to the fact that we are very far away from the radar, so we're looking thousands of feet up into the atmosphere here. For anybody wondering, that is not a correlation coefficient drop. It does not match up with our velocity signature there. Just some hail, actually, it looks like. What's up, Sam? Thank you all for tuning in. So again, a few severe thunderstorm warnings here associated with our line of storms. The newest one being for Farmerville and Ruston, Louisiana, for some 60-mile-an-hour damaging wind gusts. Line WS uptrended from 5 to 10 inches to 8 to 12 and have significantly backed off their mixing forecast, keeping it well south of DC. Yeah, the freezing rain snow line is actually a lot further south than what the radar is showing right now. So, for example, the radar shows it going all the way through, like, the central portions of Illinois here. Like, it shows, like, freezing rain in Springfield. That is not happening. It is all snow out there in that region right now. The real snow freezing rain line is a lot closer to St. Louis. But even then, some of that is still snow down there. So this little pink blob here cannot be exactly trusted too well. So, kind of hard to tell. So again, this rotation here is going to go north of Oak Grove over the next several minutes. Thank you, Sylvia. And this is approaching Kilbourne and Valewood in Louisiana and Mississippi, respectively. Again, this supercell here looking pretty gnarly. It is about to undergo a cell merger here, so we'll see what that does to it. Again, still some discrete supercells down into portions of southwestern Louisiana at the moment that could end up spinning up a couple of tornadoes, quite possibly. We do have reports of some wind damage, by the way, out of northwestern Louisiana and Shreveport. There are reports of trees blown down, and there are reports of trees down in Ringgold, Louisiana as well. We also have tens of thousands of customers without power across sections of Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas, as this line is continuing to produce damaging winds the further east it goes here. And honestly, this is one of the more concerning supercells we've had today. It did just undergo, again, a cell merger there. So we'll see if that kind of helps or hurts it. It's kind of hard to tell in the short time. Daily Dose of Your Life. Thank you for the $2. Greatly appreciated. What's up? How are you? Love the channel. I'm doing great today. Thank you for your generosity. Highly appreciated. Let's get some W Daily Dose of Your Life in the chat. W Daily, since that's kind of a long username to type out. So some W Dailies in the chat there, though. Seriously. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. How's your day going? And we are watching this tornado warning right now in northeastern Louisiana. This is going to be approaching Eudora very shortly here. We're right on the Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi tri-state region. Again, rotation is weakening out there as it did undergo a pretty significant cell merger. Can you tell me about Cincinnati? Is it going to stay heavy snow or is ice coming? Thank you. So Cincinnati will likely be mostly heavy snow. Originally we were thinking maybe some ice would mix in, but again, the snow freezing rain line is a lot further south than it looks on radar there. So you mostly should just end up seeing some significant snowfall totals there. Michelle. You're good? Awesome. Is there another new NATOcast outlook? Because obviously this morning there was that 15% tour risk. Let's check things out. Yeah, there's no new NATOcast outlook after that. So we already discussed that earlier. I don't know if you were here or not, but we do have a 15% tornado risk for sections of Mississippi, Louisiana, and Arkansas today, which, again, obviously we want to trust the Storm Prediction Center's outlook over NATOcast, but it is kind of interesting that NATOcast was scarily accurate on the December 28th outbreak, so we kind of have to not completely ignore what it's saying for this event. Now, I think that is factoring in a much cleaner storm mode, and obviously we don't have that. It's a lot messier than we were originally thinking, so really, I doubt that if another NATO cast outlook came out, it would paint the picture quite that serious. But still, it's something to note for sure that if we were to see any discrete supercells in this area, they definitely could produce a couple of strong tornadoes. We do have a big supercell south of Leesville, Louisiana here, about to cross over Highway 171. Okay. Yeah, again, I don't know why, but notifications did not go out for this live stream. I tested it on my alt account. Womp womp. And thank you, Daily, though, for the $2. Greatly appreciated. Hey, Dahani with the 5. Thank you, whoever donated memberships. And Davis, glad you got gifting figured out. Wait, what? Did I do that? That's why there were like 50 different memberships that came in last night. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, so memberships did work. I did not even figure it out. But W. Dahani in the chat, again, massive thank you for the $5 donation. Appreciate your generosity. Thank you very much. Again, I guess the membership donating did work. So that's awesome to see. So again, membership gifting is fixed, it looks like. So I really figured it was just people buying memberships, but there was a bunch of new members that joined last night. So let's see here who all got gifted memberships. This is our current list of members. So if you do see your username on this list, if you didn't buy a membership, it likely means that some of our nice folks in the community gifted you a membership. So if you see your name on here, that's what happened. So, again, thank you very much to everybody that was gifting memberships. Helps out a lot. Again, all these folks received a Davis's Weather Slight Risk membership. Yeah, thank you very much, Dahani. And we do have a new tornado warning now, actually, that's going out for sections of east central Arkansas here. This is for parts of Highway 165. This is for Dumas and Gold. Holy cow. Yeah, that is some tight rotation there. So, strong and tight rotation approaching Dumas, Arkansas. If you're in this area, seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows and in an interior room. Again, we've got tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings coming out the wazoo here for parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Again, this one has quite strong rotation with it. Now, we are very far away from the radar site with this one. We're looking all the way from the Little Rock radar, but still, a signature that strong on velocities is usually indicative of something bad. So, again, if you're in this area, please seek shelter immediately. If you're in a mobile home, get out, try to find a more substantial shelter. Very significant rotation signature and potentially tornado trying to touch down here near Rose Hill, Arkansas, and Garrett Bridge. So again, that is a pretty significant signature there. Yeah, they were slightly contaminated, but still. You guys can't hear Storm on our media stream, can you? Just let me know in chat. So again, we got multiple tornado warnings in effect now. One for portions of northeast Louisiana and one for parts of southeastern Arkansas. Let me go ahead and update stream title. We also have some strong rotation north of Monticello, Arkansas, so we may see that get a tornado warning issued for it. So if you're in this area, prepare to potentially have to seek shelter here shortly. We got some intense rotation building there near Rose Hill, unwarned. Just crossed over Highway 83, so we'll see what that does. But for right now, we've got to kind of focus in here. Let me actually just re-update the title here. I tried something out new. I don't think I like it. I'm going to go back to the OG title. So we're going to throw out the red dot, the classic red dot. Then we're going to go live tornado warning. Tornado warnings in Arkansas, in Louisiana. Louisiana. Okay, that rotation is continuing to get stronger. Hold on. Alright, just a second, guys. So again, tornado warning has just been issued for sections of east central Arkansas, if you're just now tuning in. And we did just get a new tornado warning as well. That is for parts of north central Louisiana. That is for the towns of Marion and Farmerville. Wow, look at that rotation. Again, somewhat contaminated there. Doesn't actually, it looks a lot stronger than it probably actually is, but that is significant. That could be indicative of an ongoing tornado, so if you're in this area, seek shelter. And now we have another new tornado warning. I imagine it's for that area of rotation that we just pointed out in Arkansas, and yes, it is. North of Monticello, there, seek shelter immediately. Winchester, Omega, Yukon, Pickens, get to your safe spot. This is pretty significant. Again, we've got 4 ongoing tornado warnings at once, all with significant rotation, especially this one here in northern Louisiana. This is not extremely far from the radar site. I mean, it's a decent distance, but that is concerning, considering it's had that kind of signature there for a while. Wow. Okay, guys. Again, we got to kind of take this serious from this point forward here. Again, if you know anybody out here in this area, make sure to send them this stream. This is a significant situation ongoing here. Let's check correlation coefficient. No signs of a debris signature, but that could just be because we are looking tens of thousands of feet up into the atmosphere here, considering how far away we are from the radar site. But again, we have 4 ongoing tornado warnings right now, all of which have pretty strong rotation. And we may even see a 5th one get issued for another area of rotation developing south of Monticello. Okay. So let's kind of focus in here. Let me throw the warning counter back up. Again, the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, Storm Hunter Media. They are chasing Winter Storm Blair at the moment. I don't know why I almost wrote down 1. We have a lot more than 1 tornado warnings. Tornado warnings 4. Select color. And we're also going to reset the donation board there from yesterday to this stream. I don't remember if we had any donos last stream. I don't think we did. So we can just go and take it from here. Yeah, they all came out here at the same time, Sam. So, number 1, Dahani with the $5. Greatly appreciated once again. And then we've got Daily with the $2. So, thank you very much. Okay. Alright, let's get that erased. Okay, sorry. Let's focus in here, guys. So again, 4 tornado warnings in effect right now across sections of Louisiana, Arkansas, and getting close to Mississippi here. The most concerning one being the one for Farmerville, Louisiana. Very concerning rotation north of Farmerville right now. If you're in this area, you got to seek shelter immediately. Getting a report of a tornado on the ground. Tornado on the ground, the Dumas cell. Let's check it out. Shoot, yeah. Okay, so we now have a tornado on the ground in Arkansas. If you're in this area, seek shelter. We have a potentially strong tornado on the ground, actually. This is the first confirmed one of the day. Wow. And actually, it almost looks like we have another one on the ground with our southern rotation here. We'll see what happens with that. I think that's just contaminated for now, though. Okay. Let me update the stream title here. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we now have a tornado on the ground in Arkansas. This is, again, a pretty significant situation here. We've got very strong velocities. Again, look at this, guys. We've got 77 against 42. That is 119 mile per hour velocities gate to gate there. All right. So, again, if you're in this area, you got to seek shelter. All right, debris signature is definitely still there. It looks like this tornado may have occluded, though, but we still have debris fallout in the atmosphere. So if you're in this area, stay in your safe spot because there is still debris falling out of the sky. So areas like Dumas, Mitchellville, Mills, Avery. Again, make sure you're staying in your safe spot. This tornado's actually been on the ground for a few minutes, too, it looks like. Okay. So let's go back down to our Louisiana storm here. Again, very strong velocities at one point. Again, this is pretty contaminated, but, I mean, still, 110, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, we definitely had a tornado there on the ground, at least for a few minutes in Arkansas. Wow, that is an absolute mess of velocities there. Holy cow. Give me just a second. So again, if this tornado is still on the ground, it's going to be approaching Mills within the next couple of minutes. Yikes. So again, debris signature still there, likely debris falling out of the atmosphere, sticks, pieces of roof, stuff like that. Again, absolute mess on the velocities there because we're super far away from the radar site here. But if you're in this area, just stay in your safe spot, treat it like it is still a tornado on the ground. Again, the southern storm here, the one that we've been talking about for a while, is approaching the Winchester area. So we're going to watch to see if that is producing a tornado. I did just get an update to the tornado warning. I think it's just them condensing it, though. So we'll come back to that in just a second. Now, again, we got to kind of juggle between 4 different tornado warnings here. So let's go back to our Lake Providence storm. Still some strong rotation approaching Eudora. However, they have let the tornado warning kind of not extend here. They did not issue a new one for Eudora. So it's likely that they're going to let this one get dropped here within the next couple of minutes. But do not be shocked to see another one get issued here soon. I think that this is still strong enough rotation to potentially warrant a tornado warning. And now more rotation developing down to the south, closer to Oak Grove. So look out for that. Let's go back over to our Farmerville storm. Velocities are pretty glitched because we're far away from the radar site with this one. So now both the Arkansas storms here. Watching from Nashville, Tennessee. What's up, Cryptic? Again, both of these little rotations here, or I should say large rotations, are pretty intense. I mean, again, especially that northern one there did just produce a tornado a couple of minutes ago. It may even still be on the ground, but look at that. Again, this is a debris signature from far away from the radar site, too, which is the biggest deal. I mean, this was whenever the tornado was legitimately a good 75 miles away from the radar site. So the fact that it's still picking up on a debris signature here is significant. And it is still on the ground. It is picking up more debris. If you are in this area, you got to get to your safe spot, guys. This could quite possibly be a significant tornado on the ground northeast of Garrett Bridge, Arkansas. It is picking up debris, throwing it tens of thousands of feet up into the atmosphere. So if you're in this area, please seek shelter. Get another storm approaching the Winchester area with some stronger rotation. Not quite as concerned about that one, but we will watch to see if that does produce a tornado. So stay in your safe spot there in Winchester. Again, still some very strong rotation there over the Mills area. Again, this tornado is just now approaching downtown Mills and Mitchellville, Arkansas. Areas along Highway 65 there, seek shelter. Let's go back down to Louisiana. Okay, hold on. We got a new correlation. Okay, it's just a little uptick. All right. So back down here to Arkansas. Again, our storm is continuing to rotate. Louisiana, not Arkansas. It's continuing to rotate there. The new scan is showing, again, some more broad velocities, but still very intense. So if you're in this area, stay in your safe spot. And, again, the least concerning tornado warning that we have at this point would be the Lake Providence storm. Still some strong rotation with it, though, without a doubt. So watch out. So let's go back up here to the north. Let's go back to our Arkansas storms because these seem to be the most concerning at the moment. We got a tornado on the ground near Gold, Arkansas, near Dumas. Again, pretty significant situation. Again, we got to hope that this does not go through downtown Dumas. We got to hope that this goes just north of town. But even so, if that were to happen, this would still go near the town of Mitchellville. So, not good. Our tornado watch, by the way, has been, we got a new one here. This is pushed further off to the east. Primary threats include a few tornadoes likely with a couple intense tornadoes possible. Scattered damaging winds likely with isolated significant gusts of 75 miles an hour possible. And isolated large hail events to ping pong ball size possible. This is for far eastern Arkansas, eastern and southeast Louisiana, and southwest, central, and northern Mississippi. This is a 60-40 watch, so we have a 40% chance to see a strong tornado here. Storm Corey Gherkin is on, has a pretty big bowl lowering. Yeah, that would be the Lake Providence storm there. So we gotta hope that that one doesn't produce. Again, that new area rotation is kind of spun up, taking the old one's place. So honestly, I would stay in my safe spot here if I'm in Chickasaw or Kilbourne. So, back up to the north here. Again, the Arkansas storm's velocities are incredibly glitched. The easiest way that we have to see where this tornado is right now is actually by looking at the correlation coefficient. You see that little yellow splotch there? That is debris. That is pieces of trees, homes being lifted up tens of thousands of feet up into the atmosphere and reflecting back onto the radar here. Again, this is approaching downtown Mitchellville, Arkansas. You know anybody in this area, make sure to give them a call or text. Make sure they're doing okay. It's near Dumas and Gold as well. Rotan, Flynn, Mills, Avery, Pendleton, Backgate, Oak Lawn. Yeah, this is quickly becoming a pretty bad situation here. Again, first confirmed tornado of the day. Again, we've had a few instances on radar, which I would say you could argue there was a tornado on the ground, but in terms of confirmed tornadoes, this is the first one we've had. This was definitely on the ground. There's no doubt about it. Again, it looked like quite a significant tornado as well, based off the velocities, but we were pretty far away from radar, so... Again, either way, you need to be in your safe spot. Any tornado is a dangerous tornado. And again, it only has the radar indicated tag, even though it is on the ground, which is quite frustrating, but you know, what can you do? So again, big time debris signature there still over areas like Mills, Arkansas. If you're in this area, get to your safe spot if you've not already for whatever reason. This is going to go right towards Reedville and Mitchellville. It looks like Reedville is not actually a town, but Mitchellville certainly is. Reedville is just a road, but Mitchellville is a town, so we got to hope that this stays away from the Mitchellville area. Otherwise, we could have a bad situation. Again, this is riding up Highway 54. About to go right into town. This is not good. Again, significant debris signature there. This debris ball is like 2.5 to 3 miles wide. Again, that does not mean the tornado is that wide. It certainly is not, but the area of debris that it's lofting up into the atmosphere is, which is why you need to seek shelter no matter where you are on the warning box. Alright, see you, Sam. Thank you for tuning in. Again, velocities are still quite concerning on our Farmerville storm. Okay. So let's go back over to the Mississippi River storm. Pine Bluff is fine. This is past Pine Bluff at this point, but we did have some storms in Pine Bluff earlier whenever our line moved through. Again, these storms are just southeast of Pine Bluff right now with the tornadoes. Okay, so again, still some debris fallout there with our tornadic thunderstorm. Again, previously produced a strong tornado. It could still honestly be on the ground. We're just too far away from radar really to tell exactly what's going on. And it's a pretty rural area, so there's a good chance that it's just not picking up anything. But it's right over AR-54. This was hitting homes at a point. Again, this went right near Mitchellville. What's up, William? So let's go back down to the south. Our Louisiana storm, still over the Marion area. Rotation just southwest of Marion, over to Latre, Tiger Bend, Quigley, and Linville. Yeah, even if this has lifted, though, there's still debris in the atmosphere, so again, flying debris could fall. So again, make sure you're in your safe spot still. That's the dangerous part with tornadoes. Okay. There's actually a good chance that this is still on the ground. And I'm interested in what's going on over here, because I think it's just contaminated, obviously, but it looked kind of, yeah, it's just contaminated, but it did look kind of suspicious there for a second. I don't like the look of this Winchester storm. I really think this is about to do something nasty. If you're in Winchester or Yukon, you got to get to your safe spot now. This is coming right in. It's coming in hot. We do have another little supercell trying to develop right over Lake Providence. That may merge into our other one and kind of kill it completely. Again, it's basically done at this point, but just in case it has any steam left there, this should end it off. Okay. A lot of special weather statements going out for our line here. The winds are all just below severe limits. Again, still a lot of little baby supercells here developing in southern Louisiana that we got to watch. I would not be surprised to see any one of these produce a little brief tornado. Again, the bigger tornado threat, though, comes certainly further to the north with our Arkansas storms. Which, it's crazy, because, again, last time we got the big-time tornadoes way outside of our enhanced risk. It's sort of happening again here. Again, southeast Arkansas was a target spot because of Cape and wind shear overlap, but if you asked me where I thought the strongest tornado of the day would be, I would not have said Arkansas. And it may not be Arkansas. We may see a couple more significant ones. Let's hope we don't. But either way, again, this is not totally what I was expecting, which is why we got to not let our guard down anywhere in the SBC's risk outlooks. And even outside of it, I mean, we've seen thunderstorms strong to severe outside of the marginal risk today even. So again, still some debris fall out there. Airborne, we just had a pretty long tracking tornado there over parts of Arkansas. This was on the ground for a good close to 15-20 minutes, actually. So, again, this just crossed over Highway 65 in between Reedville and Mitchellville. It's setting for Backgate and Pendleton with fallout debris. So, stay in your safe spot if you're in those areas. And again, further down to the south here, we got another storm rotating in Arkansas as well. Again, some more broad rotation even to the south of that. Now, our Louisiana storm has certainly still got some rotation there, but again, it's hard to tell exactly what's going on because of that radar hole. Dude, it is snowing heavy outside. It is really starting to come down. And hopefully we don't lose power. We haven't seen too much ice accumulation yet. We have had a little bit, I believe. But for the most part, it's just been snow, which is going to rack up those snow totals real high. Okay. So, a special weather statement has just been issued for downtown Houston, Texas, for the threat of gusty winds with our line of storms up to 40 miles an hour. So, if you're in the Houston metro area, make sure you're looking out for that. Outside view? Let's do it. Let's actually bring this up. You're not going to be able to hear me very well, but we can bring this up here. Okay. Let's see here. Is that going to work? Yes, it is. There's a look from outside, sideways. And you can see it's really starting to come down there. You can't really see too much, but definitely some good accumulation starting to happen. Browndell, Texas. Let's check it out. So, yeah, that's quite concerning. Northeast of Ferguson. Strong rotation there. Again, they're likely going to let this tornado warning northwest of Lake Providence go. The Marion storm still has some strong rotation. No current tornadoes on the ground. Alright, a lot of our rotations are broadening out. Obviously, we could see a few more tornado warnings pop up down here further to the south. Again, this area northwest of Jasper is pretty interesting. About to approach Highway 96. That may receive a tornado warning here quite shortly. Again, no confirmed tornado with that right now, though. And there's also some broad rotation developing northeast of Jasper. It's riding up Highway 63 almost perfectly. And we do have a new tornado warning now. That is an extension for our Louisiana storm. Same areas. Stay in your safe spot. Marion, 13 Points Landing, Brantley Landing, Alabama Landing, 4 Mile Post. We may even see a new tornado warning get issued with that soon into the next National Weather Service office zone, because right now we are in National Weather Service Shreveport, but you go one county further to the east and you are in National Weather Service. I believe, what is it actually? I really don't know. Because it's not Jackson, is it? And I don't think it's Little Rock. I'm not sure, but it's certainly a different National Weather Service office. Otherwise, they'd just extend the warning into the next county, but they end it on the county line perfectly every time. I don't know if I'd say tornado warning imminent. I guess it has picked up again since last scan. Yeah, we'll see. Dixie is definitely going to be strong this year, but I think this specific area will be even more. What's up, Kilo? New severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Natchitoches, Louisiana, for the central part of our line here. 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size tail, tornado possible tag. If you're in this area, make sure you're moving indoors. A few broad rotations popping up in our line areas near Robe Line. Another area there near Powhatan. Another new severe thunderstorm warning as well in southeast Arkansas for Crossit, sections of Highway 425. If you're in this area, make sure you're moving indoors. Some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, penny-sized hail. Again, just different parts of our line getting warned. Hoping you get a snow day for school in Britain. I don't know what the standards are over there for school off. Because obviously snow's not quite as frequent over there as it is in the United States during the winter, but... or at least parts of the United States. Obviously, you get more snow than Texas, but... so again, we're going to watch this rotation going near south of Browndell. Again, it's about to cross Highway 96, so if you know anybody in this area, make sure to shoot them a call or text. You know anybody that might be traveling out here near this line of storms. Another new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for the northern edge of our line for McGehee, Watson, all these areas in Arkansas that have the tornado warnings as well, actually. Look at it from the Shreveport radar. I don't know if I would trust anything from that far away, though, because it is obviously going to be very contaminated. I do see it, though. If your point is that it's still there, yeah. Looks to be weakening out, though, newest scan, so we'll see if it recycles, but I'm a little more interested in this rotation riding Highway 63 at this point, approaching Forestville. It's got a little hook echo there. Welcome back, Peachy. Most of our tornado warnings are about to expire here. We will still be left with the one in Louisiana and the one west of Lake Providence, but again, neither of those at this point are really that concerning rotation-wise, so we'll see if they reissue either of our Arkansas ones, but the tornado has lifted in Arkansas, which reminds me I need to update that title. Live tornado warning in Louisiana. Okay. So, again, some damaging winds that are approaching Natchitoches with our line. Some broad rotation mixing in. Contaminated up there near Ashland, I believe. But some rotation may actually be developing there. Same thing near Campty, very broad rotation. Same thing near Robeline, riding Highway 6. Keep an eye near Vicksburg. Let's check it out. Ooh, yeah. It's got that little sneaky guy there, approaching Eagle Bend. So that's crossing the Mississippi River right now. It's just a little blip at the moment, but as Ryan Hall says, never underestimate the power of a blip. Sometimes blips end up producing the biggest tornado of the year. Examples, Mayfield, Kentucky. Started out as a relatively insignificant blip back in Arkansas. Alright, so a lot of our tornado warnings did just expire. We're left with 2. Okay. Mark Payton is literally just sitting in their car rewatching the stream. I didn't even realize they were chasing today, I'm going to be honest with you. Did you ever watch Reed? He is chasing a tornado now. This weather's crazy. Yes. Yep. Corey Gherkin's feed I've been watching a little bit today. Obviously, Storm Hunter Media. Again, if you're curious why this tornado warning, or this rotation with this storm dissipated so quickly, it is all due to this cell merger here. We had a nice little semi-discrete supercell here doing its own thing. It was rotating. It got a tornado warning and everything. And then, boom, this guy came in here and just killed it off. And now it's just a big cluster of thunderstorms with some hail near Hollandale. Yeah, now channel members do get some fancy little icons next to their username based on how long they've been members for. So that's pretty cool, I thought. The picture next to Oki's name there and several others. Again, the Slate Riskers, or really everybody. That is a picture of the Redding, California tornado that we had just a couple of days ago. Or actually just last night, I believe. What's up, Cookie? There's a little strong rope tornado up there in the mountains. Thought that was a really good picture to use. And people that have been members for longer also, obviously, again, there will be different pictures and stuff, so you guys will just have to wait and see what those are. Got some special ones planned out, though. I'll say that much. So again, it's kind of funny. This tornado warning literally has no precipitation at this point. They could really let this one go. Yeah, there's some great videos of it. And then our storm over Marion, Louisiana, as well, is kind of losing some steam. It's hard to tell, though, with the velocities because we are so far away from the radar site. They did actually reissue that tornado warning, though, for sections of the Arkansas-Louisiana state line, which is interesting. So, areas along Highway 425, make sure you're getting in your safe spot. Anywhere in that tornado warning there. Underground, if you can. If you can't get underground, away from windows in an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Yeah, I just thought it was a really interesting looking tornado. Again, it for the size of it, it did a lot of damage. Again, it was a rope tornado, so the fact that it ended up making a debris signature that was that large on the radar, that's pretty darn impressive. You don't see that very often. I will say we do have a little supercell here again that we've been watching for a while now near Jasper, Texas, northeast of town, that is trying to produce a tornado as a hook echo and everything. So we'll see if they issue a tornado warning for that, but it's not fully discrete, so it may struggle to produce anything. But again, this is north of Newton, Texas. And we now have a brand new tornado warning in effect. This is for areas north of Rolling Fork, Mississippi. This is for Hollandale, Moorhead, Inverness, and Indianola. If you're in this area, seek shelter immediately. That rotation is continuing now that we actually look at it from the Jackson radar there. Right in that region. That mess of colors. No ongoing tornado at this time, though. That CC drop is hail, not debris. Okay. So both the tornado warnings have been continued. Again, I'm almost more concerned about the Newton storm, though, than any of those. Semi-discreet. The line is starting to catch up with it, but it's interesting because this is basically traveling straight west-east. Thank you, Okie. Greatly appreciate it. The reason you have that is because you actually got gifted a membership, I'm pretty sure. Because the membership gifting did randomly go through last night at like midnight, so greatly appreciated. Again, that's approaching Maddox. No confirmed tornado at this time. New severe thunderstorm warning for parts of our line. Monroe, Louisiana, some 60-mile-an-hour winds, tornado possible tag. I know we've had some viewers come in today from this area, so make sure you're getting indoors. What's up, Severe Storm Filmer? All I wanted to say, what would you like to say? Oh, TDS on the Mississippi cell, what? Oh, cool. Thanks, whoever gifted it. It was probably Cactus, I would imagine. Cactus gifted like 20 or like 10 subs, which is pretty crazy. Ooh, I mean, that's not a debris signature, that's hail. Yeah, Cactus donated like 10 subs, I'm pretty sure, which is pretty awesome. And then somebody else donated 5 subs. I think it was Elaine. Or memberships, not subs. Sorry, this is not Twitch. We had 30 gifted in total. No, I think it was 20. I believe it was 20. Either way, though, awesome stuff. Yeah, W Cactus in the chat. And they randomly went through last night, so a lot of people probably don't even know. Like, if they were just popping in for a second, they probably don't even know that they got a membership, because at the time it didn't even go through, and now it did. Oh, yeah, I did get 5. Forgot about that. Huh. The Vicksburg, Mississippi has a TDS. Oh, it's rotating again. A little bit of rotation developing with our little supercell there over Mayersville, west of Rolling Fork. Kind of stay on the zoomed out view here. I don't think it's on the ground, because if it was, it would be reported by somebody. Brad Arnold's would be right in it. Also, there's no debris signature or anything. So, I don't think it's on the ground, personally. We'll continue to watch it, though. Certainly could at points. Although, again, it's about to undergo that little cell merger there. So we'll see. These ones shooting out towards the backside here. The SBC did mention increased tornado potential over the next hour or two across sections of northeast Louisiana, southeast Arkansas, and west central Mississippi. So, again, this is in the exact area where it's all going down. They issued that right after the tornado touchdown in Arkansas. Look back a few scans. I don't think it was ever on the ground. Confirmed tornado warning. Where? Oh, would you look at that? We now have a confirmed tornado. That is that a debris signature? Let's match up with the velocities. We can't even tell where the stupid rotation couplet is at. Well, we have a tornado on the ground in Louisiana, I guess. Radar confirmed tornado, so. Give me just a sec. Sam, you said Mississippi. This is Louisiana. Anyways, tornado on the ground now, right along the Louisiana-Mississippi state line there. Or, excuse me, Louisiana-Arkansas state line. If you're in this area, seek shelter. Again, this is about to go over Highway 425. It does have a debris signature. Yeah. Again, it's almost impossible to see, though, because we are like 100 miles away from the radar site. Like, not even over-exaggerating that. Actually, we're way further than that. We're about 130 miles away. So, the fact that we're seeing any debris signature at all means that this is very strong. That was not a CC drop for debris, though. That was hail. It's had a hail core for a while, but it has not had a debris signature at any point. So again, if you're in this area, seek shelter. This is heading up towards Meridian and Humphreys. Right along the Louisiana-Arkansas state line here. Big old debris signature. Again, it's not actually that spread out. It's just we're far away from the radar. We do have a couple of strong rotations, though, with our Mississippi Torwarn Storm. Again, the one on the backside here, that is where Brad Arnold's at, is quite strong. And then, again, we got some rotation developing up by Arcola as well. Again, some broad, weak rotation over Oakdale, but the rotation over Brad Arnold near Irwin is nothing to joke about, so we will watch it. Okay, if you're just now tuning in, we have a tornado on the ground in Louisiana. Right along the Louisiana-Arkansas state line here. Over Meridian. We will in a little bit severe storm failure, but we got a tornado on the ground, so we're going to focus on that. Again, look at that debris signature. Again, it's not actually that big. It's just because we're really far away from the radar site, but that is significant. That is over Humphreys, Meridian. 13 points landing is about where it touched down. It's been on the ground for a while. It's been over 10 minutes. This actually could go PDS. This is quite strong. Second confirmed tornado of the day. Okay. Yeah, hopefully folks stay safe out here. Again, if you're in a mobile home, you got to get out, get to a more substantial shelter. You're not going to do well with this if you're in a mobile home. I'm going to be quite frank. Really, any tornado can mess up a mobile home, especially one that looks to be of decent size. Okay, so that continues to stay on the ground, or at least have debris fall out with it at the very least. Again, it's been on the ground for about 10 to 15 minutes now. It's about to go over Highway 425. It just went through the town of Humphreys. And Cowder's Creek, or Cowder's Neck. Sorry. Again, it went through 13 points landing. And it's heading up towards Goldage. Yeah, right between Meridian, Humphreys, Getty, Rawls, and Goldage. It's heading up towards Goldage in Berlin in Arkansas. So again, this is certainly a strong tornado on the ground here. Alright, we'll look at Kirbyville, Texas. I don't remember exactly where Kirbyville's at. I know it's a little further west. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Big time rotation developing there. Southwest of Mount Union. Quite broad, though. So, for right now, we should be fine. Again, we genuinely could see this go PDS here if the debris signature continues to look like that. Again, I sincerely wish they had a better radar sight out here. Yeah, you're good, Kevin. You're good. Appreciate the help. Dude, this storm near Hollandale, this is looking really concerning, guys. Talking about 53 against 42, about 95 mile an hour gate to gate. Not a debris signature, all hail up there and contamination, but Brad said he saw a tornado on the ground, really? So, we may have a tornado ongoing with that storm. Reportedly, anyway. Again, we're going to stick focusing on the confirmed one, though, because, again, this looks quite large. Guys, we are almost 150 miles away from the radar site here, and we can still see a debris signature with this. I mean, we are looking tens of thousands of feet up into the atmosphere. I mean, this is a massive tornado. Or at least it's very strong, if nothing else. Again, velocities, whenever we actually could see them, looked incredibly concerning. So, like, if we go back here to the Shreveport radar, and we look at old velocity scans on this thing, I mean, look at this. Whenever this was near Farmerville, this looked like a very strong tornado. Again, even though it wasn't on the ground at that point, looked like it was quite intense. Do we even see a CC drop from... Yeah, we do. We see a correlation coefficient drop from the Shreveport radar as well. So this thing is big. This is a big tornado. Okay, it looks like it's lifted, but we still do have debris fallout about to go over Highway 425, so if you're in this area, stay in your safe spot. Again, we're also just very far from the radar, so that may be why we don't see anything. And again, reportedly, there's a tornado on the ground near Longwood, Mississippi. Let's wait for this next velocity scan. Okay, that's approaching Hollandale, Estill, Empire. So if you're in this area, again, you should already be in your safe spot. If you're not, you need to get there. If you're in a mobile home, evacuate, find a more substantial shelter. Broad rotation near Georgetown, Louisiana. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's a little ways ahead of our line here, so we'll see what that does. We've also got a supercell with a hook echo near Simpson, Louisiana. This has been here for a while, actually, if I recall. There's actually a couple of supercells that look pretty impressive here in southern Louisiana. There's a lowering on Brad's stream. Again, look at this supercellular structure, though. I mean, even if this is not going to produce a tornado, that is just an impressive supercell. Again, still a TDS with this. TDS stands for Tornado Debris Signature. Again, it looks like this is lifted, though, and this is just debris fallout, but still, either way, you need to be in your safe spot in Goal Edge. There's still debris falling out of the sky here. And again, our Mississippi storm is nothing to play around with either, whether it's producing a tornado or not. I mean, both areas of rotation look quite intense. Honestly, at this point, though, the Arcola one almost looks stronger than the southern one. The southern one's still a little bit more tight, but we'll see. And there may be a lowering with that storm, reportedly. And look at all these little baby blips down here. If any one of these becomes discrete, it's going to tap into this environment and take full advantage of it. Potentially produce a strong tornado. Just like what we saw, actually, I can't even say just like what we saw in Arkansas, because this is all a part of our line. All the tornadoes we've seen so far today are a part of our line, which is not what we were expecting. Brad said the storm has large wall cloud and it will produce. Again, if you're in Hollandale, make sure you're in your safe spot. Same thing with Indianola. A couple areas of rotation here. Got some great background music, as I'm sure you can tell. Still a tornado debris signature with this here over Highway 425. New rotation near Sterlington, Louisiana. Let's check it out. Let's see here. What radar are you looking from? We can't really... we can see some broad rotation from the Shreveport radar, I guess, but... You're looking from a different one? Are you looking from Jackson? Or actually South Central would probably be the better one. Nope, that's a radar hole. Yeah, we can actually confirm, though, with the Jackson radar that there is broad rotation there, so... And... our Hollandale storm just continues to look like a big-time... like it has a big-time tornadic potential there. I mean, the western storm, obviously, is the more concerning one since it has already produced a tornado, but... Okay, debris signature is gone at this point, but you need to stay in your safe spot if you're in this area. We'll likely see them continue this tornado warning, actually, but that was a big tornado for a little bit, without a doubt. Okay. Arkansas is really an interesting state. I mean, we've got winter weather advisories up in the northern part of the state, and then we've got tornado warnings, strong tornadoes down in the southeast part of the state. Gnarly Scud on Brad's stream. For anybody that's not aware what Scud stands for, it's scattered cumulus under deck. It's commonly mistaken for a tornado, but they are harmless in themselves, but it can be indicative of a strong storm. Rotation is strengthening near Bourbon, by the way. Again, it's really two areas of rotation that we're watching at this point. Honestly, at this point, though, I'm only really concerned about the one over Bourbon. The Hollandale one is weakening. Again, Louisiana storm looks like it's pretty much done. Or the Arkansas storm now, technically, I guess. Wall cloud and lowering continues on Brad stream. I'm going to bring this up. I can't bring it up on stream, but I am going to bring it up on my device. So give me just a sec. Okay. So not only do we have a new tornado warning there for Bastrop, Louisiana, seek shelter if you're in that area, but there actually was a confirmed tornado there. We knew it was on the ground, but there is a report now from a local firefighter. There's a video of the tornado earlier in Arkansas, the one near Dumas. It was actually a little bit before we thought it touched down as well, so that's pretty interesting. Let's see this. Let me get stream chat back up, sorry. Lots of blips from Alexandria to Baton Rouge. Yeah, we're not too concerned about those at the moment, but they could spin up some rotation later on. Yeah, my mom plays a lot of piano. Let me actually look on X here to see if I can find the tornado report. Let's go to tornado. Suspicious CC with our new warm storm. Let's check it out. It could just be hail contamination. Talking about this? Or are you talking about further west? Again, this is just an awful radar hole. We can't really tell anything that's going on right now, honestly. Let's go to latest. Tornado. Just trying to find the video of it. I don't think it's on X yet. All I'm seeing are the reports being spammed over and over again by bot accounts. Or automatic accounts, not bot accounts, but... Let's see. Yeah, it really is a horrible radar hole. Yeah, I can't find the actual video. And even if I did, I wouldn't technically be allowed to show it on stream, I don't think, so... Gonna still try to find it, though. Yeah, I don't see it. But apparently it was there, so... Yeah, I mean, we knew it was on the ground. We saw the CC drop and everything, but that just takes you a step further in confirming that it was there. This is seriously a dreadful radar hole, though. Like, this is the worst area in the entire country for radar coverage. I mean, we literally, again, for the Arkansas storm, we literally had to look close to 150 miles away. I mean, that is insane. And the fact that this is, like, the most, this is the closest thing to Tornado Alley that you really get in Dixie, southern Arkansas. It's crazy. Anyways, we're not here to crap on the National Weather Service. New severe thunderstorm warning for Eudora, Arkansas. If you're in this area, make sure you're moving indoors. 60-mile-an-hour winds, penny-sized hail. But I do think they could use some better radar coverage out here for sure, obviously. So again, trees are reported down in Ringgold, Doyline, Shreveport, Cotton Valley. You go over to Texas, there's some in Marshall along US 80, Carthage, Texas as well. Sorry, I look so unenthused. No ongoing tornadoes at this time. At least not that we can confirm. I just realized I have strong tornado warning in the title. It makes me look stupid. Let's go ahead and get a little snow update for you guys. And you're not going to be able to hear me here for a second probably, but let's get a snow update. Look at this snow, everybody. It is still coming down. Actually, it looks like there's some freezing rain showers mixing in there too. That's pretty deep. I checked earlier, it was about 4 inches. It's probably 5 or 6 inches of snow now at this point. Quite possibly. What's up, Psy? Tulio's strong rotation. See that near Chickasha there. We did get a quarter-size hail report from our Mississippi storm, which, not that it really matters because everybody in that area should already be taking shelter in the first place, but there's another reason to, not be outdoors in a tornado-warned storm if you needed another reason. Alrighty, I think we're going to end off this live stream here. If you guys enjoy, feel free to like and subscribe. We may be back later if anything does kick off further, but I think for right now, we're going to call it quits. Again, we'll be back later today, possibly for more coverage of Winter Storm Blair as well. Before we end off here, we'll go ahead and read off that last severe thunderstorm warning there. That is for parts of Louisiana, for Ola and Columbia. Some 60-mile-an-hour winds, some quarter-sized hail, so make sure to look out for that. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you guys